What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one I'm going to be trying to make a Vanny from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. This is probably by far the most detailed statue I've made, and I don't even think it's close. Inventory management will be fun, I would say, for this. But yeah, here she is in all of her Vanniness. And yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Here are all the materials you'll be needing for this build. The left 4 rows are paired based on what blocks work with what, so essentially when I'm using clay, if I need a stair or slab variant, I'll use polished andesite stairs and smooth stone slabs, just as a side note. Alrighty, and the space you need for this is a 23 by 18, and the materials we're needing to start off are birch planks, birch stairs, birch slabs, smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz slabs. Is that, I want to say is that either magenta or purple, and I can't tell. Okay, purple terracotta. I knew it was a terracotta. Crimson stairs, and crimson slabs. Yeah, you can see this will be fun. So, we only need the birds for a brief, moment, and then we'll end up replacing it with the clay, just as a FYI. But you want to start from the front right-hand corner of your 23 by 18 grid call if you've made it. I also am noticing, I did not include, I don't know if I have the andesite walls even on there, but you also need structure voids, and you'll see why later for that. But you want to start by counting left by 5, and back by 8. And here you want to place a birch stair facing left. Extend it left with a birch plank, and then left with a birch stair facing right back into that. You'll bring each of those 3 things back with 5 birch planks, if I could actually place the right thing. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. From this point, you'll take this front center birch plank and place a slab on top of it, and then bring that slab back with 2 planks. Off the left and right of those planks, you'll place slabs, and that should leave you with a 3 by 3 here at the back. You will just bring the whole thing up with birch. A little row of birch. Now, there is a side note I will point out. Whatever you're doing on this foot, you want to doing the same with the clay on the other foot. We're going to just worry about that later, though, because obviously we don't have the clay right now. What you can do from this point is on either front corner of the birch square here, you want to place a birch slab. Along the back, you want to place a full row of birch stairs facing backwards, and then the remaining 4 birch planks you'll just bring up with more planks. Ignore these front 2, and we're just going to kind of go with the 3 by 3 until I say so. Now, you'll then just bring that all up with an additional row of birch, which will be a 3 by 3 like so. You then want to bring it up with 1 more row of birch, but you want to extend the back middle birch back an additional 1 with just birch. And then you can extend that backward, or that back overhanging plank left and right with an upside down slab. Direct your attention back to the front here. At the left side, you want to place on this front left birch plank a stair facing left. Right of it, you'll place a stair facing forward and then a stair facing right. You will copy that on top of itself, but with upside down stairs, so you will need placeholders for this, or a placeholder, I guess, in the middle, and then just do that. Now the actual, I guess, 3 by 3 at the back here, you'll just bring up with 2 rows of birch. I'm going to kind of try to go slightly quickly, but not too fast, just so this tutorial isn't 2 hours long. Because just look at the detail, it's insane. It's maybe too much, but oh well. You want to take the far back row of what we just did, and we're going to switch to smooth quartz for a little bit here. Not really that long until we end up having to mix and match. You want to place a smooth quartz block on the back center here with a slab off either side. You will then on the front 3 by 3 just place smooth quartz like so. You'll then bring the 3 by 3 of smooth quartz up an additional row, and at the front you can place an upside down slab in front of the middle smooth quartz. You will essentially place a smooth quartz block on top of the upside down slab at the front. You will then extend that block left and right by 1, and then back by 2 rows. The back middle smooth quartz can also extend back by 1 just to kind of create the shape, or make the shape a little bit better. The next row is where we get more than 1 block coming in. Yippee. Going right to left at the front here, you will place a purple terracotta and then 2 smooth quartz. You want to... On both sides, you will actually go back with a purple terracotta and then a smooth quartz block, which will connect together at the back center. The smooth quartz will carry up almost the entire back of the leg, so this will just be a little bit more annoying because of that. But anyway, carrying on. On the front row, you'll just place a full row of purple terracotta on the smooth quartz. You will extend it back on the right with a purple, and on the left with a, I guess 2 smooth quartz actually on the left. And then on the right, you will just place another smooth quartz behind, and you can connect them together. When you do connect them together, you can place an upside down smooth quartz slab behind that center block. And you kind of see the leg is starting to form. This is about the knee, I believe. Or I guess, no, it's a little higher than the knee. No, but it kind of is. I guess it is the knee, yeah. Where it came out at the front, that last row. Anyway, next row up. And so what you want to do from this point is on the front and right here, you're just going to place purple terracotta on the, I guess, 3 blocks that are the front and right. On the left and, I guess, back, it will just be smooth quartz. Now, you'll end up with the 3x3, I guess, and it'll look like this. That's kind of a cool shape, actually. And just a look in general with the colors. You want to take the back middle smooth quartz and extend it back by 1. And then you'll take that block and extend it both left and right with an upside down slab that is still smooth quartz. The crimson will come into play eventually, I swear. It's just not yet. I think it might be the next row. No, it's not the next row. It's a couple more rows. So, can we do 2 rows at once, actually? We might be able to here. Yeah, no, we totally can. So, for the next 2 rows, you want to, on the front left, you'll place smooth quartz moving up. You'll then have the rest of the front being purple, along with the 2 rows going back on the right. Then you'll just have smooth quartz on top of the furthest back row, which is the 4th row back, if you're counting, and then the left as well. This one will be 4x3, and that is fine. But you should end up with this. Now, here's the fun part about that. The next row actually is where the body connects across. So we're going to do our best to kind of illustrate that, sort of. If you start from this front right purple terracotta, you want to place on it a crimson stair facing right. I told you it would be important eventually. You'll then go left with a purple terracotta, and then left with 5 smooth quartz blocks. Just for fun, you can take that far left one and extend it down by 2, and then you can also take the middle smooth quartz block and extend it down with an upside down smooth quartz slab, which will create this M shape, funnily enough. You will bring that entire M shape back with 3 additional rows, which I guess you can include on top of the leg on the one on, I guess, both sides actually, because that is technically the leg there. Now, what do we do from there? Well, we can actually focus on the right side of this leg here. I guess it's the left leg, but it's the outside, whatever. Behind this crimson stair, you want to place 2 purple terracotta and then a crimson stair facing right. To the left of that, you will place a smooth quartz. You'll take these 2 purple terracotta between these stairs and place crimson slabs on top. And then you essentially want to place inside of the crimson slabs just purple terracotta like so, which will extend both forward and backward by 1 each. The front 3 purple terracotta will extend up, and the back one will have a crimson stair on it facing right. I want to get all the crimson done before we can, just so we can get rid of it. And at the front here, you'll actually take these 2 purple terracotta. They should be above the M, and you'll just extend them left. And then I think we can get rid of both the purple terracotta and the birch. I don't think we need to get rid of all of it, but we will anyway. So you'll just be left with the smooth quartz here. You want to get out the clay stuff, which would be, if you need a reiteration, clay, polished andesite stairs, smooth stone slabs, and that's that stuff. You also might as well just get out white wool. That's I almost grabbed the wrong thing. And blue wool? Along with, I guess, polished diorite slabs. That'll get us to the head. And that'll get us the teeth of the head. So, it might be smart here to split the body in half, at least. So, if you take where the upset on smooth quartz slabs here at the front, make sure you're at the front. You should see the foot sticks forward there. You want to take this smooth quartz block here. And you want to extend it up by 11. And that will just split the body kind of in half. So we're going to do everything essentially right of that first. And then we'll focus on left of that later. And I guess including the row when we start here. So let's just actually go up, down with each row. So to the right of the row you just placed, you want to go up and place 4 smooth quartz. And then 4 clay. And then you'll go forward with an upset on polished andesite stair facing left. Up with a clay. Up with a polished andesite stair facing left. Back with a smooth quartz block, and then up by 1. Right of that another row, you'll end up starting on top of the purple terracotta this time. You'll place a smooth quartz. And then 4 clay. In front of that, an upset on smooth stone slab. Up with 3 clay. And then you'll end up going up diagonally back with a smooth stone slab, like so. The next row, starting from this purple terracotta, you want to... This one's going to be a little bit weird because we don't actually... This row isn't full entirely. You want to place a smooth quartz stair facing right on top of the purple terracotta. You will then count up to the 3rd clay block, which is this one, and place an upside down smooth stone slab to the right. Extend it up with a clay, then forward with an upside down smooth stone slab. Then up with 2 clay, then up with a polished andesite stair facing right, back with a clay, up with the smooth stone slab, and then just because funnies, you want to go back with 2 clay, a smooth stone slab, and then you're going to go down with a clay, back with a smooth stone slab, down with a clay, down with an upside down slab, forward with a clay, down 1, down with an upside down slab, and then you should just be able to connect back forward to the clay, which will give you this shape, which is a little weird, but it is what it is. Underneath the clay here at the bottom, you should end up having kind of, if you can count it, it's not necessarily important that you can, but you'll have 3 rows here that'll be below this bottom row of clay. Below it, you'll place upside down polished andesite stairs facing right, then right side up polished andesite stairs facing right, and then just smooth quartz here at the bottom. We can, I guess, go the 1 more row out and make the, like, shoulder blade, if you will. So, from the bottom row of clay here where you just place these stairs below, you'll place a row of clay up diagonally right from it. You'll extend it both forward diagonally up and back diagonally up, and I'll just fill in the middle, so I end up having this row of 4. Then you'll take the clay and extend it up with 2 rows. I'll just do 2 full rows. Not that you need to necessarily cut it off, but I'm going to. And then the middle 2 clay can be brought up another row. Just to start the arm, I will place smooth stone slabs to the right of this top row of clay. And that's kind of 1/2 of her upper body done. It's not quite there. But we're getting somewhere, I swear. Left of this clay, you want to, at the top here, you'll place smooth quartz blocks. We're going to kind of just do the rest of the body here and just leave us with the neck, I suppose. So you want to go back from that smooth quartz, the smooth quartz block, sorry, with 2 smooth quartz slabs. I just like lost my train of thought. And then underneath that slab from there, you'll place going down 3 clay. You'll then go, I guess, forward diagonally in with the clay, down 2, then down with a smooth quartz block, an upside down slab, and then you can go in with a block, then down diagonally out with a block, which would be towards you, and then you'll go down diagonally out again, so you stick out of the back by 1, and then you'll go down with a smooth quartz. We will just kind of keep doing this from the top. So we will leave a little bit of a gap here because we just will. I don't really know. So from the first slab you placed on the previous row behind these two smooth quartz, it's this one right here. You want to place to the side of it 3 smooth quartz blocks. Just, it is nice to have all 3, and this will end up being the center row here. Underneath each of these rows, you will place a smooth, or I guess, sorry, behind each of those blocks, you'll place a smooth quartz slab. And then the left and the right, you want to leave the middle open for just a second here. You want to go down with 3 smooth quartz, upside down slab, then towards the front with a block, then bring that block down by 3, then go down with an upside down stair that faces towards you, down with a block, towards you with a slab, and then you'll go down with 2 blocks. To fill in that center row, you can, from the top here going down, you will place a polished diorite block. Just use your slabs for it. Smooth quartz block, polished diorite block, upside down smooth quartz stair, and then I guess going forward diagonally down, you'll place a polished diorite block, and then it'll be 2 smooth quartz, an upside down stair facing back, block below it, slab towards you from it, and then you'll go down with a block and then down with a slab. So we're, you know, pretty much sort of halfway there. Not really. I don't know what I'm looking at, though. It's certainly strange. We can, I guess, what do we do here from this point? We can kind of match the front here and do the row just to the left and just kind of keep going over until we kind of can't do any more of the body, and then we'll end up having to go back to the legs. So, starting from the, I guess, bottom here, yeah, sure, that works. You want to go up and you want to place 8 smooth quartz blocks. You'll then go forward from that with an upside down smooth quartz stair facing right, up with a block, up with a stair facing right, back with a block, and then up by 1. Vanny is quite interestingly shaped, I will say that. Next row, we'll just go, I guess, the full distance around for this one. From the smooth quartz here, you want to go up and you want to place 2 clay to start. 5 smooth quartz blocks. Then forward with an upside down smooth quartz slab. Up with 3 blocks. Then you'll go back diagonally up with a slab, like so. Then back with 2 blocks, 2 slabs, and then you'll go down from there with 3 blocks, down diagonally in with a block, yeah, something like that, then down with, that's so helpful, something like that, down with 3 blocks, an upside down smooth stone slab, then you'll go forward with the clay, down diagonally back with a clay, down diagonally back with a smooth quartz, and down by 1. Since we're here, we actually might as well make her tail as well, and it's from the center of her back area, if you will. We'll take the top smooth quartz slab here, and you want to bring it back with a white wool. Extend that white wool down by 1, and then this bottom one can be extended off each side by 1, which is really right, back, and left, and that'll give you her little bunny tail. We actually can work down the back of the leg here, and I feel like this will just be an easier way to go about it. Just doing this entire side of the leg right now, and then just as we're going over, we can just do the entire thing in giant circles. Little weird, but it'll work, trust me. We'll take the back smooth quartz block here, and what you want to do is you want to bring it down with an upside down slab. Then go forward with a clay, down with 3, down diagonally back by 1, down 1, back with a smooth stone slab, down with 2 clay, down with an upside down smooth stone slab, forward with a clay, down one, and then you want below that a polished andesite stair facing back, and then you can just connect down to the ground with clay from there, so you can actually start with those 2 clay, and then place the stair last. So if you kind of line it up, you will see that each stair and slab lines up with these stairs and these slabs on the other side of the leg, on the at least outside. Obviously you don't have the middle row yet, so you can't really use that. From the bottom clay, though, we can, I guess, kind of start from the front and just rev ourselves back up. You want to go forward from this with 4 clay, and then a polished andesite stair facing left. On top of the front 2 clay, you'll place smooth stone slabs. Behind that, you'll place clay. Up with a smooth stone slab. Up with 2 clay. Then up with a polished andesite stair facing right. Then on top of that, you want an upside down polished andesite stair facing right. Up with 2 clay. Up diagonally forward with the clay. Up by 3, and you will connect back into the body. Any gap you have there on the right side of the leg, you have this, like, kind of, I guess, thin little gap. It'll just all be filled in with clay. And it'll give you this. We can start from the front bottom, I think, and then just do the same thing. This looks so weird. It looks like someone just, like... It's like, is it cake or is it not cake? And this was not cake, in fact. Anyway, left of this polished andesite stair at the front, you'll place a clay block, sorry. Bring it up with a smooth stone slab. And then bring that slab back with 2 clay. Go up diagonally, back 1. Up 2. Up with a polished andesite stair facing forward. Then an upside down polished andesite stair facing forward. Up with 2 clay. Forward with an upside down smooth stone slab. Up with 3 clay. Then up with 3 smooth quartz. Then 3 clay. Then a polished andesite stair facing left. Back with a clay. Up with a smooth quartz stair facing left. Up with an upside down smooth quartz stair facing left. Up with a smooth quartz block. Forward with an upside down slab. Up with a block. Forward with an upside down slab. Up with 2 blocks. Up with a stair facing left. Back with a block. Up with a slab. Back with 2 blocks. Back with a slab. Down with a block. Back with a slab. Then down with 1 block. Then an upside down slab. Forward with a block. Down 1. Down with an upside down slab. Forward with a block. Down with an upside down stair facing left. And then down with a right side up stair facing left. Down with a clay. Extend it down 1. Back with a polished andesite stair facing left. Then you'll go down with... I just, like, completely looked at the wrong thing. You'll go down with a clay. And then down with 4 smooth quartz blocks. Then down with an upside down smooth quartz slab, or smooth stone slab, excuse me. Forward with a clay. Down 1. Down diagonally, back 1. Down 1. Down diagonally, back 1. Down 3. Down diagonally, forward 1. Polished andesite stair below that facing back, and then 2 clay. And I think we have one more row. We have one more row of the leg, and yeah, that will actually end up finishing off the entire body, which is pretty nice. Starting from the far front here on the foot, you'll place a polished andesite stair facing right to the left of this clay. Extend it back with a clay, then up with a smooth stone slab from that. Back 1, back with a clay. Up with a smooth stone slab, up with 2 clay, polished andesite stair facing left, upside down polished andesite stair facing left, 2 clay, up diagonally forward 1, up 2, then up with 2 smooth quartz? Yes. Clay, polished andesite stair facing left, Back with 2 clay, which will each have smooth stone slabs on top. Then back from the clay with a polished andesite stair facing left. Down with 2 blocks, and then an upside down slab of smooth quartz, I should specify. Forward with a block, still of smooth quartz. Then down with 3 clay. Back diagonally down 1. Down 1. Back with a smooth stone slab. Down with 2 clay. Upside down smooth stone slab. Forward with a clay. Down 1. Then down with your polished andesite stair facing back, and then connect down to the ground with clay. Most of this can be filled in with clay, except for a little area, where the smooth quartz is in the middle here. You will end up just kind of connecting it at the bottom here, these 2 blocks together. And then you will essentially bring it up a row with smooth quartz. This will leave you with a 2x1 gap like this. The back block in that will be smooth quartz, and the front will be clay. And then you will ignore the top right now because we haven't finished the shoulder frame, but this little area here will be clay, and also the side of the leg will be clay. And that's the legs done, and I would say that's like maybe halfway done. I mean, that's more than halfway in general, but it's about halfway as far as progress in general is concerned. Let's get that row of the shoulder frame, and then we can actually kind of look and just see how everything is turning out so far. So from the smooth quartz above the like set of stairs on the left side, it should have been the same on the right side that with what you did. You want to take those same blocks and go up diagonally out with smooth quartz blocks. Oh, interesting. Hold on, let me just see if that, okay, yeah, that isn't asymmetrical. That's cool. It's not supposed to be like that, but it is anyway. I have an upside down smooth quartz stair here that faces left. You can decide if you like it better or not. I'm just gonna, I think, get rid of it. You'll then, anyway, place your, what is it, 4 rows on top? Yes, your 4 rows of smooth quartz on top. And then the middle 3 can be extended both forward and backward, because it should be 5 in total. Yeah. Just like that. And then again, I would take the top row of smooth quartz and just bring it out with some smooth quartz slabs. And that is Vanny's body and start of her arms. We will worry about the arms a little bit later. I just don't feel like doing them right now. I want to do the head, because that is going to be the thing that is going to break me. We could do the bow tie. However, I'm going to just wait on that. So you can actually get rid of your white wool and your blue wool and get out. Just kind of seeing what we're going to need here. We'll go black concrete and polished diorite stairs. Polished diorite stairs are just for a quick second. We'll be able to get rid of those almost immediately. So head to the top center here, and you want to be on the smooth quartz. You want to essentially up diagonally back from it, you'll place a smooth quartz block. You'll then bring that smooth quartz block forward with 4 upside down smooth quartz slabs. And that's how far forward your head sticks. From that point, you'll place a slab on top of the front one, which will extend both left and right with a block. Then extend that block on either side up with a slab, and then those slabs out with a block. And then those blocks up with a slab. That entire thing you just made, you can extend back by 1 row with a weird exception. On this bottom smooth quartz on either side, you want an upside down smooth quartz stair facing out instead. But everything else is the same. Just like so. From that back row, you'll take the top slab on either side and extend it up with a block. Then extend that block up by 1. Make sure you do it on both sides. I was trying to focus on the next step. And then from there, you'll go forward with an upside down smooth quartz slab. You'll then go in from that slab with a block. Forward with an upside down slab. In with a block. And then in the center here, you'll place an upside down stair facing forward. And that's kind of the shape of her mouth. Like so. I would take the front row here, like this kind of, I guess, middle row of 3, and just extend it back with some smooth quartz. You won't see it, but it is important because I would take the smooth quartz block behind the upside down stair and bring it down with a polished diorite block. Left and right of that polished diorite block, you'll place upside down polished diorite slabs like so. And then at the third block back, which would be where we stop filling, you can kind of fill in the back of the mouth with black concrete. Now, when you do this, I would suggest placing a black concrete behind each slab, and it will kind of give you this V shape. And then you can essentially just connect the black concretes together from there, and you will bring the smooth quartz at the top back a row. And you'll end up with this. We haven't ended up using the polished diorite stairs. It was for the back of the neck, which we just kind of abandoned for some reason. I was like, yeah, no, we're going to do everything else first. So, either way, we should probably just get that, I think, out of the way and connect the head back to what we have so far, because I think that'll be smart to have. So, if you take this smooth quartz block, you will extend it both left and right by 1. The original one replaced to start the head. You'll then bring it back a row with smooth quartz blocks, which will actually fill in the kind of top of the shoulders that we just had a random gap with. Behind the center smooth quartz block, you'll place a polished diorite stair facing back, and off either side, you'll place smooth quartz slabs on those blocks next to it. You can then take the original, like the 3x2 smooth quartz, and bring it up a row. This will be more to help build off of it rather than anything else, but still. And I think now we can, to the height that we have, we can just get the entire back of the head kind of starting, or start shaping the back of the head, rather. Because it'll just be better to have, I think, regardless. So, both sides work pretty much the same on the head. The only thing is, towards the top, we do get a lot of clay, but we don't have any, I believe, up to the point that we have. Well, there's a little bit, but it is only on the top row, so we don't have to really worry about it. I'll just kind of mention it when we get there. So from the upside down smooth quartz stair on either side here, well, it might be better to actually start, well, I don't know if the upside down slabs actually do anything. Yeah, no, so ignore them. They don't do anything. But from this upside down stair, you're going to bring it back with 2 smooth quartz blocks on either side. Off the outside of that back one, you'll place an upside down smooth quartz slab. And then you'll bring it back by 1. This will essentially go off of the side of the neck that we made, and it won't really do much other than that. You can then take the back of the neck, this middle smooth quartz, and also bring it back with an upside down slab. That's pretty much all of that row because we already built the neck up that high, so it didn't matter. The next row on these sides here, you'll take the 2 smooth quartz that you have, and you'll just extend this one back by 5. And it will end up in line with the, I guess, polished diorite stair from earlier if you particularly want to use that as a measurement. You can bring the block on either side back with an upside down slab, and then essentially each block and, well, I would connect the back blocks together actually. The upside down slabs will be brought in by 1, and then you'll have a block in the middle. You kind of have this seam going on in the back where the head just sticks out a little bit more in the top and bottom. I can't remember if that's like how it is or if I just ended up shaping it like that. That's a word. There we go. But yeah, it's something along the lines of that. You will pick the next smooth quartz block, which is this guy right here, and you want to start by bringing it back by 5. Before we do really anything else, you want to essentially leave the back block open and the front 2 open, and the middle 3 you'll place upside down slabs below, like so. Was it 1 off the back I said? Yeah, it was. I already forgot. Then, behind that, you'll place an upside down slab from this back block. Bring it in with a block. Back with a block. And then just connect together. And yet again, under the middle block, I would place an upside down slab to just keep making that quote-unquote seam. It really isn't technically a seam, but whatever. You can see that her head is quite large. She has a big head. Now, this is where the clay comes in. I will instruct this based on the clay, but on the other side, you are just placing smooth quartz. Anyway, it doesn't particularly matter. But from the top block here on either side, you want to go back with 2 blocks. Then go out with an upside down slab. And then, again, on the right, you'll go back with 3 clay. On the not right, you'll go back with 3 smooth quartz, which would be the left. You'll then go back diagonally in with a smooth quartz. Back 1. Back diagonally in 1 and connect together. And again, under the middle back smooth quartz, I'd place an upside down slab again. that is all we can do for now, because, yeah, that looks like a, like, from this side, that looks like a Halo helmet. Just a little bit. I think it's the way the nose sticks over. Anyway, you can now get rid of your polished diorite and get out. We'll go blackstone slabs. By the way, it's both the slabs and stairs you were getting rid of there. And birch trap doors? Sure, birch trap doors. Well, I already said it, so we'll use the blackstone before we need the trap doors anyway, probably. From the front of the head, you will take the middle upside down stair here, and you will place a blackstone block on top. Just use slabs for all of it. Blackstone blocks have a different texture on the top and bottom, and I care about that. If you don't, then you can use blocks, but since, look at our inventory, you know. Left and right of that anyway, you'll place more blackstone. And then outside of that, you'll place a smooth quartz slab. Behind that, a smooth quartz block. And then outside of that, a smooth quartz stair that faces away. From that smooth quartz stair, you want to go back with a smooth quartz block. Oh, I missed a hole. And then from that point, you will go... Hold on, I'm just like trying to process everything. You go back diagonally out with another smooth quartz. On the right side, you will go back with 5 clay. And on the left, you will go back with 5 smooth quartz. Then, still making sure you're using clay on the right and smooth quartz on the left, you will go back diagonally in by 1. Back with an upside down slab, so again, smooth stone on the right, smooth quartz on the left. In with a clay on the right, smooth quartz on the left. And then from here, you'll go back with an upside down smooth quartz stair on both sides that faces away from the center. You can, again, connect them together and then have your upside down smooth quartz slab under the middle block. Do we want to add the whiskers now or wait a little bit? We might. I'm gonna wait for one more row, I think. So, at the front where the nose is here, just behind these blackstone blocks, you want to go kind of up diagonally and place smooth quartz slabs like so. And you can start to see that is where the eyes will shape up, hopefully. Behind the center smooth quartz slab, you'll place a clay block, and again, you will go right with your clay stuff and left with your smooth quartz stuff as I'm announcing this. But you want to, from there, go out with a stair facing out. I almost just said polished andesite, even though it's different on both sides. Then you'll go out with a slab, stair facing in, and then you'll go back diagonally out with a block. Again, still make sure you have clay on the right here. Back by 6. And then, God, I gotta make sure I know where I am. Then you'll go back diagonally in by 2. In with a block, and then the center here on the back will be smooth quartz. Now I think we're gonna actually make the whiskers because we need red concrete for one of the next steps. So... on the left and right, again, this is still the same. You will take the upside down smooth quartz slab below the smooth quartz stair, just underneath the eye on either side. And from it, you'll place going out 2 upside down blackstone slabs. You'll then go, technically speaking, left with 2 blackstone slabs. It is down diagonal, or I guess out with 2 blackstone slabs. It is kind of down diagonally out, but it will give you this, essentially. That looks so stupid. Oh my god. What is that? And then from the smooth quartz stair above the upside down slab we just used, you'll place a blackstone, or upside down blackstone slab again outside of it. You then again kind of go up diagonally out by 2 with a regular blackstone slab and then an upside down one again. And I just hate placing these. And then you go out from this top one with, I think it's another upside down blackstone slab. I actually don't know. Yeah, it is another upside down blackstone slab. Either way, it should look like this. You can then get rid of those blackstone slabs and get out red concrete. And so we're just going to make the entire eyes because we might as well. Behind the smooth quartz stair and I guess stairs and the slab in the middle on both sides is polished andesite and smooth stone on one side, smooth quartz on the other. You'll just place a row of 3 red concrete. Extend the middle red up with a black concrete and then another red concrete. And then left and right, you'll bring both those red concretes up by 2. And it'll give you a shocked-looking Vanny that won't last like that for long, don't worry. But it does look kind of goofy now that I am looking at it. Either way, you want to take the middle clay here and extend it just up by 3. We'll more so focus on that later. Although we could actually... No, we're going to kind of do the spine thing we did for FNAF, which was ages ago. He's all the way back there. Insane. But from this clay, you'll go back diagonally up with a smooth stone slab. Back with 5 clay. Back with a smooth stone slab. Down diagonally back with a clay. Down 1. Back with a smooth stone slab, and then down with a clay. Now, when you are doing the top of the head, everything left of this is smooth quartz, and everything right of this will be clay. With the exception of one little block, but I'll note that one later, because I did not even see that until now, and we got rid of the block we need already for it. It's not blackstone, don't worry. So, if you start from the sides of the eyes here, you'll take this block just on the outside, and you'll bring it up with an additional 1. You'll then go back by 6, which should be basically the same as the previous row there. And then you'll go back diagonally in by 1. Then go in 1, and then back with a stair facing out. And then you'll just connect to the center. So again, it should be clay on one side, smooth quartz on the other, and it should be fairly, I think, similar to what we've been doing. Head back to the front. Still on either side of the eyes, you will take this first block and place a stair on top of it that faces away from the eyes. You'll then go back from it with 5 blocks. And go back diagonally in by 1. Go back with a slab. And then you'll actually just connect to the middle with blocks. It should be 2 blocks in from that slab. Before we move to the next row, though, she looks a little bit too surprised, so let's try to make that a little bit better here. Off the middle clay, in line with the top corners of red concrete, you'll place an upside-down stair on either side facing out. Outside of that, you'll place a birch trap door on the top half of the red concrete, and that just makes it look a little bit better. It's still not quite there, but it's almost there. So anyway, from this point, you will take the top center block here on the next row, which would be just at the center above the eyes, and you'll bring it out on either side by 1. You'll then go out with a slab, which should be on the birch trap doors, and then from there you want to go back with a polished diorite. You can get rid of your birch trap doors for this and get it out, but yeah, it'll just be behind that slab on either side. Then from that, you'll go out with a stair facing away from the polished diorite. And then back with a block. You'll then go out with a stair facing out again, and back with 2 blocks. Then go back diagonally in by 1, and back 1. Back with a slab. And then you should go in with 2 blocks. And then you will go back from a slab from there, which will just be either side of the center. And again, you can really see that her head is freaking massive for some reason. But we're almost there. Before we move on, get rid of your polished diorite and get out dark oak fence gates, because we need them. Crazy, I know. And they're on the previous row, actually, where you have the polished diorite. The stair just outside of it on either side, you'll place a dark oak fence gate in front of it, opened up against it, like so. On the next row, do we want to get rid of some stuff and get out the materials we need? Yeah, this might help us a little bit. You can get rid of your dark oak fence gates, red concrete, and black concrete. And get out birch planks, birch slabs, and pink concrete. And so, from this slab at the bottom here, you want to bring it out with a slab on either side. You'll then go back with a block, but on the left side, use a birch plank this time. The birch is very short-lived, but I guess I'll specify as we go along here. Then you'll go out with a slab, still birch on the left. Out with a block that is still birch. And then you'll go back with a still birch block on the left, clay on the right. And then from there you will go back with 2 slabs that are now back to smooth quartz on the one side. Then go back diagonally in by 2, which should connect you in theory to this row of slabs at the back. To fill in the center, you want to take the birch and clay on either side here, where you have like this row of 2, and you'll go back diagonally in with the respective material. In front of that block, you'll place a pink concrete. And then from there, it's just smooth quartz on the left, filling it in, and clay on the right. Which will give you this. It's easier to pinpoint the birch than the clay, which will be helpful for the next step, I guess, but it does suck that we can't freaking see the clay. So these ears are kind of unnecessarily stupid and difficult, so I'm going to do my best to explain them. We'll start with the pink concrete because I think that'll help us get a better visual here. You will extend it up on either side by 1. You'll then go out with a pink, and then bring really both those blocks up diagonally forward by 1. You can then extend out an additional pink, and then take the middle of that row of 3 and extend it up. From that upper pink there, you'll go up diagonally out with a pink, as I know this doesn't make any sense. Then up 1, out 1, up 1, and then just forward diagonally out 1. And that's kind of the shape. What makes these tutorials so much more interesting is I don't think about the tutorial when I'm building them. I'm just like, yep, I'm going to build whatever I want to build, and then the tutorial becomes a problem for me later. So the best way I could describe this is, we're going to start with the left because the right here has 2 different blocks going on. You want to just place a birch plank outside of each pink concrete and kind of surrounding them. Now, you don't want to go in front of another pink when you do this. You really just want this kind of look, essentially. It's just off these sides of the pink that overhang, just making sure they don't go in front of another pink when you do it with the birch. And then from that point, pretty much all of those birches you're extending forward by precisely 1. And I think it is actually just every single one. I think I kind of scammed you by saying pretty much everyone. Yeah, it is just that. It's harder to explain, or that's probably the easiest way to explain it. It is still weird, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Now, I'm gonna, again, be vague with this next step, but it'll make enough sense if you kind of look and just think here for a sec. You want to completely cover the pink concrete. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, when you do this, essentially, it's just like, you know, there's pink concrete here, so I place birch here and here. Now it's gone. This pink, there, 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 there. You're essentially just perfectly coating the pink and birch planks. Now, it won't leave you with the perfect shape, so you'll end up with something that looks like this, though. We can make it a little bit better, I would say. I think that is definitely reasonable. So, and really, I guess, again, to be vague, you can just kind of add blocks wherever you so choose, or where you think looks better. Now, where I have them is where you have this row of, like, it's 2 at the top, and then a gap, and then 1, you want to fill that in 1. That one's pretty obvious. And then I end up having it where you have this bottom row of 2, looking at it, the rightmost block will be brought up. And then you'll count up diagonally right, kind of in by 1, and you'll have a birch plank there. It is really difficult to explain with the way these ears are shaped, but that's what you should have. Now, you want to do the same thing on the other side with kind of partially clay, kind of partially smooth quartz. This will become more of a problem when you hit the back, but essentially, starting with the inside, the bottom 3 pink concrete you will place clay outside of. And you will do this also on the right. Now, 1, 2, 3. You should end up with it on the left 1 higher, so you'll actually only want 2 on the right. Because we actually already have the 3rd one on the bottom there, like so. And then the rest will be smooth quartz. Again, I know I am being kind of vague. I don't know how to explain it without doing block for block, but that's just gonna break my brain, so I'm good. Where? No, that is right. Okay, yeah. Like so. And then again, each clay and smooth quartz can just be brought forward an additional 1. There is an extra step on this ear, by the way. Don't let me forget it. But yeah, you should end up with this. When you do the back, it's pretty much just connecting it perfectly. So essentially, I guess, the bottom 1, 2, 3 rows are clay, except for on the far left here. Now, that'll be more of a problem, actually. Yeah, that'll be more of a problem when you add the extra blocks. So just do the bottom 3 rows fully clay and the top 2 smooth quartz. When you add the extra blocks, you'll add 1 smooth quartz down here at the left side, and then you'll have the clay in the corner here to kind of make more of a right angle, and then you'll have the clay up from the bottom row of 2. They are kind of thick from the back, but, you know, it is what it is. That's what she said moment right there. The extra step comes at the front here, and it's involving the clay. So, if you take the top left clay, right of it you'll just place a smooth stone slab. And from that one you'll go down diagonally right with an opposite down smooth quartz slab. Or smooth stone slab, excuse me. And there you go. I apologize, the ears were a little bit weird the way that I did them, but I can't particularly see a better way to do it because I don't know, I don't really have much of anything. So, you want to, from this point, yeah, you can clear your inventory, actually, that feels nice, and get out smooth quartz blocks, clay blocks, purple terracotta, cherry trapdoors, regular diorite stairs, and I guess regular diorite blocks and slabs, actually. I was going to just say slabs, but we have the inventory space, so we might as well get out the blocks as well. Andesite walls, and finally you need structure voids. Now, if you're not familiar with how to get structure voids, it's a command. You do /give add a structure void, if I could type it, and it'll look like that. I think that one's the same on Java. If you are in Java, though, I don't actually think this will work. I think you can use the debug stick, but I don't think structure voids do what they do in Bedrock here, which is essentially they mess with blocks. You'll see. We'll start with the left arm because the left arm is the easier one, I would say. From the smooth quartz slabs here at the top, you want to place just 2 smooth quartz under each of these slabs. Extend the blocks left by 2. And then that furthest left row up a row. Then extend the top 2 by 2 left by 2 rows. And extend the furthest left row up a row. Then extend the top 2 by 2 left a row with smooth quartz. And extend the top of it up with clay. Extend that clay to the left. And then down a row. And then from there you'll go up with 2 rows of clay. And then from the top 2 by 2 you'll extend to the left a row. And take the left 2 by 2 and extend it up with clay again. You'll then go up with 2 smooth quartz blocks rows from that. And now we can make the hand. Now, we'll start with the far right here. Yeah, it'll be a little bit weird the way I'm going to explain this, but it'll work, trust me. From the back right smooth quartz block, you want to place a smooth quartz to the right. You will go up 1, then up diagonally back 1, then up 1 again, and those top 2 smooth quartz will extend to the left by 2 each. The left 2 smooth quartz rows will extend down by 1 to diagonally connect back to the ball that would be the palm of the hand, and then you can take the the top back left smooth quartz and place a smooth quartz to the left, and then extend it up by 2. And then we'll give you this, essentially, for the hand. Off of the top smooth quartz block on each row, you'll place a cherry trapdoor opened up against it. You should end up with 5. Now, if you just did the top, you would have these 4. You just kind of want to add one here because this row is actually, technically speaking, separate. I just made them together because I felt like being a little extra. But yeah. 1 arm left to go, and this is where the front of the grid comes in. So, you'll see why I say that, actually, because I have a genuine reason for pointing it out like that. You want to place below the smooth stone slabs on this side 2 smooth quartz blocks moving down. I'd advise getting rid of your clay and getting out smooth quartz slabs because you actually have upside down smooth quartz slabs below those blocks. I don't know why they're on this side and not the other, but that's beyond me. Each of these smooth quartz blocks along with the upside down slabs can be brought right with some smooth quartz blocks. And then you'll bring these blocks down an additional row. Extend the bottom 3 rows of that right an additional row. And then the bottom row right an additional 1, so you should have this. The rightmost 2x2 can be extended down with 7 smooth quartz rows. So you can kind of see where I'm lined up with this crimson stair here on the top of the leg. Below that, you can place a singular row of purple terracotta. This one is not a 2x2 because of the way that the hand is kind of shaped in general. But from this, you'll actually go down diagonally right with purple terracotta that is also too thick still. Still keeping with the trend, you'll go down with a row of terracotta and then down diagonally left with a row. Now for the actual other fingers themselves, we still need to start with the too thick. From the front of the purple here at the top, you'll go down diagonally forward with a row of 2 purple. Extend only the right, down by 1, and then down diagonally left by 1. From the back side, you will take this... What is the back right purple terracotta? You'll go down diagonally back with a purple, which is in that position. Bring it down 1, and then down diagonally, which should be left by 1. Each of the bottommost purple terracottas will have cherry trap doors open up against the left half of them. There's also 2 more in place, and I'll explain why in a second. At the front side here, it's at the top. This purple terracotta has one. And then there is also one on kind of the inside of the hand here. It's in this top corner. There's one. Oh. That's a little weird. Whatever. I don't know. I was like, it's not making a sound. It just only does when it feels like it, I guess. This is the, like, palm of her hand. She has that kind of paw print look. At least on this hand. It's not on the other hand as far as I'm aware. But it is on this hand. Or maybe I just didn't add it for reasons of spacing. I can't particularly remember. But anyway. Within the grasp of the hand, you want to just place diorite blocks through the middle here. Now, how you're going to do this is on this back purple terracotta. You'll place a diorite on top. And then you could just extend it forward by 3 to do exactly the center like I said, but I'm going to extend it forward by 4 so it overhangs by 1. It is also advised to overhang it off the back with 2 diorite blocks. And then on the backmost one, you'll place an upside down slab below with a block in front. We didn't even need the diorite stairs. I can't believe it. I thought that was a stair, not a slab. But I don't know why I would have... Okay, well, whatever. It's not important. Either way, you want to take the front diorite block here, and you want to bring it forward with 8 andesite walls. You will notice you're 1 short of the grid line, or you should be in theory, if everything lines up, which it does. I'll explain that in a second. You'll then take the back 7 andesite walls and extend them down an additional row. If you're fine with the knife looking like that, then absolutely. However, this is where the structure voids come in for me. Off of the... Really, the back, front, and top of each andesite wall, you'll just place structure voids. It just makes the knife a little bit thicker and has the shape a little bit better. You could even play around with not having this one here, and I don't know, or like this one and having this one. Just kind of playing with the shapes that it'll give you if you remove some and give yourself a little bit more of like maybe a bevel or something in the knife. But yeah, I have that set up for the structure voids just to make the walls as full as possible. And that's actually where the edge of the grid comes from. Yes, it's a structure void. Kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. But, oh yeah, we have the bow tie to do. I can't believe I almost forgot that. Clear your inventory and get out blue wool. And the bow tie is fairly easy. It is at the top center here. And what you want to do is... not actually on the smooth quartz you're highlighting. You want to be on the upside down slab above you. And you want to extend it both left and right with 3 blue wool. Extend the outermost 2 blue wool down by 1 each on either side. And then... essentially from the 2 middle blue wool, you'll place a blue wool down diagonally in by 1. But it'll also be forward a block. So if you just kind of go... where I am, I can't really describe this without saying anything questionable. You want to count forward and upside down smooth quartz slab and place a blue wool there. It'll be just under the, or it'll be below the second slab back. And then from that one, you'll go down diagonally out in either direction, and then down with a blue wool. And now, once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Vanny Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach statue complete. I don't think she's my favorite I've made, but she's definitely the most detailed, and it's not even close. Thank you guys, if you guys did enjoy this video. There's one more of the main security breach cast, and then we have the little nightmare statues, which you can see right there. I don't have the granny, I just realized. Oh no, I didn't do any of the DLC characters, because I didn't do the Shadow Kids either, I guess. Anyway, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day, or night, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, it took my emoji again. It takes it every time, I don't understand. Peace.